Hello and welcome back to another episode of Crop Block with Lady Random. Okay, so I've been a little busy again, but not as much. I've just been kind of looking through some of our quests and trying to figure out what we need to do to get some of these things accomplished.
Yeah, because that got a bit tricky, didn't it, towards the end of the last one?
Yeah. I mean, let me get the quest book here. Where were we at? Let's see. So, like, if we look at the Ember quest here, the archaic bricks.
Yeah.
We need to make these archaic bricks, which are, you have to make a terrestrial agglomeration plate, which is a Botania thing.
It is.
And then, but under it, on the edges, you have scorched grass, and on the corners, you have firewood. Then you just throw in coke dust and a caminite brick on the plate, and as Terra sealed recipe uses half a mana pool. Okay, so I pulled together the stuff for the terrestrial agglomeration plate over here in this corner. And then to make the scorched earth thing, or whatever it was, scorched grass, is a pasture seed with blaze powder makes the thing that'll make that. And for those of you who don't know how to make pasture seed, you just throw grass in a mana pool and it makes a pasture seed.
It certainly does.
And then to make the what was it, lava wood, or whatever, not lava wood, the firewood.
Firewood, yeah.
Is lava wood with blaze powder. And lava wood is made, you take and you put lava in your smeltery, and then you put planks in the casting basin, and you pour the lava on the planks.
Okay.
But to put the lava in there is weird, because you got to put it in through the drain. You can't put it directly in there. You have to pour a bucket into the drain to put the lava in.
Into the drain? How?
Yeah.
What? Did you have to click on the faucet part, or actually on the drain itself?
Yeah, you click on the faucet with a bucket of lava, and that puts it in the smeltery.
Yeah. What be this?
Oh, that's a floating hourglass.
Cool.
From Botania. I use that because so like, let's say I load this up with iron and I'm going to make ingots or something like that. Then you can just put some sand in there. One piece of sand is 1 second. And then that just activates a redstone signal, which is going to turn on and off that faucet.
Okay, so that'll keep it going, and then the hopper's pulling it all out into the...
Right, and that way I can just load it up and just set it and go. If you use red sand, it's 10 seconds per piece. And soul sand is 1 minute per piece.
Clever stuff.
So, and this works in regrowth too, because that's what I use for like my farms and regrowth for the timing.
Okay.
And it's really easy. It's just some gold and mana glass, and I think
because I think I've made that with the drum of the world, or whatever it is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I use to set that off.
Auto harvest. Yeah.
So that's those things there. And then down here I've got all the stuff for the 7 deadly sins. And then I made some sparks too, because we need the sparks to do the mana pool thing. So
yeah, because it's got to go over the mana pool and the agglomeration plate, isn't it?
Yeah, because if you don't do it, it just doesn't quite work right. You can't spread the mana fast enough to do it. So I made the scorched pasture seed. You want to, and then I'm going to toss it over here on this, and that should make our scorched.
Wow, that goes quick as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I'm guessing probably.
Okay, it doesn't burn when you stand on it.
I was about to say, ooh, that probably looks like something we shouldn't stand on.
Okay, then I'm going to make the lava wood. Do you want to make the terrestrial agglomeration plate?
I can certainly do that. Yep.
Okay.
So it's all of these.
Yeah.
Bits.
Nothing. Yeah, the lapis, and those 5 runes, and the block of mana steel. Okay, let me see.
So is this instead of using the lapis and the living rock.
Yeah.
You're using the scorched.
Right, and then this one, you just put it in the lava wood in the corners.
And this is going to use up the runes, isn't it? Because it's a crafting recipe rather than a...
Yeah, but I made extras. They're easy enough. Those are the easy ones. Okay, it doesn't burn to stand on the lava wood either. Okay, and then you just put the plate on the center of that.
I'm just going to double check that I've got the recipe in the right order. So water, earth, mana, air, fire. Water, earth, mana, air, fire. There we go. So just stick that just straight in the center.
Right in the center, just like we do with the other one. There we go.
There we go.
All right, now I'm going to get the sparks, and let me just show you guys the recipe on the sparks real quick. They're pretty easy. And I'm not using any augments here. I'm just using the regular basic spark, and that's a gold nugget with blaze powder and then some type of a petal or whatever above it, and that creates a spark. And sparks are just great for transferring mana very quickly. So we're going to put one. Now I've also filled up 2 more mana pools. So
I saw. That's going to help a whole load, isn't it?
I'm just going to put one there above that mana pool and one here above the terrestrial agglomeration plate. Okay, now that's ready for us. But if you look at the quest again, Caminite bricks, those are easy to make. You made some last time.
Yes. Yeah.
Coke dust. Okay.
That should be... Ooh, so have we got
We've got plenty of coal coke, because let me show you what I did. I did do a little bit down here.
Ooh, you managed to get the trim to work as well.
Yes. There was a different type of cover that you had to do with,
right.
with cable anchors and whatnot. Anyways, I kind of automated this a little bit. So I put some coal in here, and it goes in, and then it makes coal coke over here. So we got plenty of coal coke. But if you look at, just come in here, go in your JEI and look up coke dust. The only thing that you can do is a crusher from Immersive Engineering.
Oh, good. Now that's a multi-block as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've already pulled together everything we need for that. Which isn't too bad.
This is taking me back to Feed the Beast inventions in a big way.
So in this crate over here, I've got it in the bottom corner. And just up here, just so you guys can see them, this is how you make the Caminite blend is 4 clay and a sand. And then you smelt that, and it gives you Caminite bricks. And this here is the table that we need for embers. But anyways, so the crusher is a 10 steel scaffolding, 1 redstone engineering block, 10 light engineering blocks, 8 steel fences, and 9 hoppers.
Nice and cheap.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for essence.
Yeah, and then I've got the book over here, the engineer's manual. Now, I've never done anything with immersive engineering other than this, and I did make a cloche over here too, just for the heck of it, to see how well they work.
Yes,
because this
was a suggestion, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a suggestion, and I put emeralds in it, and it's slow. I mean, it's faster than growing them normally, but if you look in here, you know, when you harvest them here, you get 8-10 pieces of whatever. With this, you're only getting 1 essence, it looks like, a time.
Every time.
And so you'd have to have tons and tons of these cloches, and of course they require power, and they've got to be hooked up to a water source.
Yeah, they're kind of cool looking though.
Yeah, I mean, they do the trick. I mean, it would be okay if we wanted to automate coal or something for Botania.
Yeah.
I think it would
like a little
work
red lamp up there. And...
So I got that. I put in another bank of capacitor bank.
Ooh,
So I
so that's
thought
another million.
10 million.
Oh, yeah, I can do numbers.
10 million. So, anyways, I figured we could run that off of this bank here because everything else is being powered by this bank here, with the exception of the mushroom farm, which is coming directly off of the windmills.
Awesome.
So, all right. Let me see if I can figure out how to build this darn thing.
Yeah, there is a
The challenge of that.
yeah, it's all the positioning and everything, isn't it?
Yeah, and I know that I've got the book here. I wish it would do like you do on some things where it gives you a hologram on the ground, and so you know
Yeah,
what pieces go where. Because the book kind of shows you, but it's kind of animated. So,
and it's quite hard to
all right. So let me see.
pick it
I
out
don't
from that,
want
isn't it?
that. Let me see. Let's see if I can pause it at the right point. Pause. Okay, so it looks like I got 3 orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let me just grab this stuff. I'll work on that. I didn't show you this other stuff I got going here too. Let's take a look around the side here and tell me what you see.
Ooh. So the tree breedings
No.
going ahead then? No?
No, still nothing. I even cheated in some honey drops and put them in the analyzer just to see if maybe it has to have stats on the saplings in order for them to breed, and I've still been getting
Still
nothing.
not doing anything. How strange.
Maybe I'm just not letting it go long enough. But anyway, we did have the essence, the mineral essence, and you can make mineral saplings out of it.
Okay.
So we
So
got
it'd be like making apple ones.
Yeah, so we got the mineral wood, and then there's also these enriched mineral wood in there, the one with the little blue.
Oh, that's the one with the little blue thing. Yeah.
And then of course we've got the grape wood.
I love a great wood.
Oh, this one's huge too. Look at that; it goes.
It
all the
is.
way. I was taking forever, and then I'm like, because like in regrowth, you only need one sapling to get it to grow. This one it took 4.
Okay.
And that thing just is huge. I would not want to cut that down.
No.
Luckily, there's a way of
have
making the wood without having to do that. And then the silver wood here, that one only took 1, and that one I put it down, walked away, and then like 10 seconds later popped up the tree.
Wow.
It was so fast. I was like, wow, that's the fastest I've ever seen a silver wood grow in Thaumcraft.
Yeah, so this doesn't seem to have a node in it, does it, this one?
No, I don't think nodes exist anymore in Thaumcraft 6.
Okay.
So, what I was thinking for Thaumcraft, maybe we ought to build a platform way off in that direction there.
Probably not a bad idea.
Or that direction, one of these 2 directions. And that way, in case we get some taint, we're not going to taint our island.
We can surround it all by.
Surround it and maybe use the jetpack to fly over to it.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad shout.
So there's that. So I've got the stuff for getting started with Thaumcraft in here. Because it's a little bit different. Because we're used to You start Thaumcraft by crafting like iron caps and a stick to make an iron cap wand. That's
Yeah.
Thaumcraft 4. Doesn't do that.
Oh.
Instead, what you're supposed to do is when you're mining, you find the crystals, and then it'll tell you feel sleepy or something like that, and then you get a dream that gives you a book and tells you how to get started in Thaumcraft. Well, that doesn't work here. So,
Okay.
anyway, so what we have to do is we have to create Salus Mundus. And that is 3 different of the crystals with a bowl, a flint, and a redstone. You combine those together and it gives you 1 Salus Mundus.
And you put that with your bookshelf to get your...
Right. You put down your bookshelf here and then you right click it with the... I think you right click.
It's shift right click.
Maybe you have to combine them and...
So it always used to be shift right click, didn't it?
Shift right click does nothing. Yeah, I got a bookshelf that's going to break now. That's that's okay, we can rebuild it.
Can't even see the recipe.
Now...
Ah, there it is. Thaumanomicon. Ah! There is no recipe.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
That's... because you're supposed to do that. You know how even in like regrowth, you can't do it. You can't see the recipes. The items show up there until you open up your Thaumanomicon and do the research and so on and so forth. So, anyways, that's what's supposed to happen. I have to find out why that's not working. So there's that. In here is the start to another quest. And that is the Prosperity Shard, I think. Oh, no, Complete Chaos. Because you got to make tiny chaos fragments. It says you can, by squeezing lead crystals, it's not lead. So that's another boo-boo in the book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's tiny chaos crystals, or tiny chaos fragments are tungsten crystals in a mechanical squeezer.
Okay.
But, and that's everything to make the mechanical squeezer. To get tungsten crystals, we've got to backtrack. We're going to need to put clean tungsten slurry in a chemical crystallizer. To get clean tungsten slurry, you need water and tungsten slurry in a chemical washer. To get the tungsten slurry, it's sulfuric acid with tungsten ore in a chemical dissolution chamber. I don't know where we're getting tungsten ore from. Maybe to get sulfuric acid, we need a sulfur trioxide in a chemical infuser. To get the sulfuric trioxide, it's oxygen and sulfur dioxide in the chemical infuser.
Wow.
Sulfur dioxide is sulfur dust in a chemical oxidizer. So yeah, we got that's the one thing.
That's a rabbit hole and a half, isn't it?
Yeah, I love mechanism for some things, but other things it's like, oh,
it's painful.
My God.
Tungsten, we may have already made that.
We've got tungsten, we've got that, but just
tungsten seeds, yeah.
Getting everything to that process is going to be a rabbit hole and a half. So next thing I got set up for us is on the very top of our farm here. And I believe there are no more seeds to do. If there are, we've got enough space here for 6 more. But I took the top floor and I pulled up all the dirt. And if you want to get to the top of the tree, you can get to it here.
Oh, we can always get to it there. Perfect.
Anyways, I covered this up because I wanted to get started with Astral Sorcery. And
perfect place to do it as well.
Yeah. Astral Sorcery works best if you're up at a higher level. So, to get started in there, and that quest is the Prosperity Shards, where it says making all the gear from mystical agriculture. To obtain them, you're going to have to attune yourself with Avidus, which will give you a perk that spawns the ore and stone around you, or Mineralus, which will give you a perk that adds a chance for it to be dropped when mining stone. So we've got to align ourselves with either Avidus or Mineralus.
Okay.
In order to do that, we've got to make a couple of things. Is it in this one here? Okay. And that one is just extras. Okay, so we've got to start off with getting some crystals. So we got the rock crystal essence. So 8 of them gives you this rock crystal ore. And then you hit the rock crystal ore with like a diamond pick or higher, and that gives you rock crystals. And it'll drop a couple of them. You take the rock crystals and you put them in front of the atomic reconstruction, and that gives you the floating crystal. So we need 2 floating crystals, so I got them here already. And then we need to make what's called a linking tool, and that's what these sticks and that floating crystal is for. If you want to make that real quick, I'll let you get started on this, and I'll walk you kind of through what we need to do there. And
okay. Ooh, that's very cool looking.
Okay, so we got that. Next thing you're going to need is this other floating crystal that's in here.
Okay.
All right, so then we're going to come over here, and you're going to put that floating crystal above this crafting table.
Or just right click on it?
Yeah, just right click on it.
Ooh, shift right click.
Okay.
There we go.
Now use your linking tool, and you're going to link that floating crystal with the table.
So click on that, and click on that. There we go.
Okay, now you should be able to come in here and craft our first one. So down in this corner here, you see this, the marble, the sooty marble, and the crafting table.
Okay.
And this next to it is just how you make sooty marble. It's marble with coal in the middle makes that.
So this can now be made in this table.
Yeah.
This is interesting because I've never done Astral Sorcery.
I haven't either, so...
Okay, and that gives us a luminous crafting table.
And that's what we need to get started. So you can put that down anywhere up here.
Should I put it down between the 2 chests, do you think? Or?
Yeah, that's fine. So I don't think there's any special platform there. Now you can see here when you look at it, it's charging up with the starlight. And depending upon the amount of power it has in here as to what you can craft or not.
Right. Okay. So sometimes you have to do quite a lot of it at night. Then I would imagine.
Yeah. So the next thing we need is in this bottom corner, the 2 marble, the aquamarine, and the ender pearl, and that makes a wand, I think.
Okay. And we do that in this.
Yeah, you have to do it in the luminous crafting table. You got one more piece of marble in here.
Oh, did I miss it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There we go. Awesome. Right, I think it needs possibly a bit more starlight because it's not letting me take it out.
Okay, and what was that thing? I don't remember what it is. All right, so we might have to wait till nighttime to do that.
It just sits in there anyway, which is fine.
Yeah, it'll just sit in there. So, anyways, there's that. So the luminous crafting table is where we need to begin. because we're going to have to do stuff like to make there's like a tome, ancient tome or something that we need to make. And then that requires making some parchment, which you've got to do in the luminous crafting table.
Got you.
You got to make the tome in the luminous crafting table. And then eventually you start working your way up to different types of altars and whatnot. So I'll give you a link to the tutorial on this, and if you want to work on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And
we can look at it together and see what we need to do. All right. So, anyways, that's Astral Sorcery. I have to figure out why Thaumcraft isn't working.
Yeah. Joe, I kind of vaguely remember having the same issue.
Yeah, I wonder.
With it before.
Let me just try this real quick. And wrong thing. I'm going to try putting it in my inventory and putting it together. I don't think that works, though. No. All right. I'm going to go work on that crusher. If you want to do the 7 deadly sins, they're in here.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. So we got plenty of living rock.
I'm also just having a quick check.
Okay.
To see whether there is anything in about Thaumcraft 6 and how to make this, because that would be nice to have, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Did this save my...
Yeah. Now it does actually say right-clicking a bookshelf with Celis Mundus. But I just wonder whether it's different in this pack, maybe. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Alrighty. I shall make those.
Quest book.
It's quite a challenge, isn't it? The engineering stuff.
Yeah, I wish it would hold its place in the book when you're...
Oh, I know, right? Let's grab you. Okay.
And I hope I got this facing the right direction too. I hope I got enough room. Okay. Layer 2.
Okay. That's one.
Okay. 2, 3. So my fences. And then hoppers. And then you right click it with the engineer's hammer. Is that what you do? I think.
I think it's either right click or shift right click.
Okay, where's my engineer's hammer? I think it's probably in the ME system.
Okay, that's that one.
Engineer's hammer. I built this wrong. There we go. Hitting the wrong spot. There we go. Hazardous machinery.